So let's be real for a second. Navigating the current economic climate, I mean, it's got this relentless swirl.
Oh, yeah. Uncertainty, burnout,
Yep.
layoffs.
Inflation, talent shifts, consumer fatigue.
Yeah.
It can feel less like leadership and, well, more like trying to meditate at a demolition derby.
That's a good way to put it. It's intense.
It's a lot, yeah. And if you're a CEO, a founder, an entrepreneur, your outlook isn't just, your own thing.
No, absolutely not. It ripples out.
It's a powerful force.
Yeah.
It's your team, your clients, your bottom line, really.
Definitely. Your energy sets the tone.
So how do you stay genuinely positive when, frankly, the headlines feel relentlessly heavy?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
Right. So our mission for this deep dive is basically to give you a no BS guide to being authentically upbeat, in a world that's just worlding.
Love that, worlding.
We're pulling out key insights today from some really great material, specifically looking at the CEO's Guide to Optimism without losing your mind.
And that's exactly why this is so crucial for you listening. Yeah. This isn't just theory.
No abstract stuff here.
Right. The goal is practical strategies, grounded in understanding why they work so you can actually apply them.
Apply them to the messy daily reality of leading.
Exactly. The complex stuff you face every single day.
Okay, let's dive in. The first insight, it really tackles a big misconception head on. You don't have to fake it to make it, but you do have to frame it.
Mm-hmm.
We've all seen that toxic positivity, right? That surface level, everything's fine.
Oh, yeah. It feels cheap.
It does. And it erodes trust faster than, a bad rebrand. It just feels false.
Totally. People sense it.
So if faking it is out, what is the genuinely effective way to handle a setback? What's the move?
Well, the power move here is reframing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not about delusion, not at all. It's about strategic perception.
Okay, strategic perception. How does that work in practice?
So instead of pretending a bad quarter didn't happen, you reframe it. It's like, bad quarter. Okay, what did we learn?
Right. Find the lesson.
Exactly. Or you lost a client. That stings. But the reframe is, okay, let's figure out why. That's valuable feedback.
So it becomes data, not just defeat.
Precisely. And if your team's feeling burned out, that's not just a failure. It's a really important culture insight.
Okay. So it's information.
Yes. From a brain perspective, reframing kicks your prefrontal cortex into gear. You shift from just reacting, like, oh no, threat, to proactively solving the problem.
I like that shift. Reaction to problem solving.
Yeah, and that's leadership. It focuses on what's next, not just wallowing in what's broken.
It turns this isn't the end into, what was it?
This is feedback from the universe.
Yeah.
A bit cosmic, maybe, but it captures the mindset shift.
I like it. Okay, that distinction, reaction versus proactive problem solving, it feels key, and it leads right into the next point. Protect the inputs, because garbage in garbage mood.
Mm-hmm.
So important.
We talk a lot about healthy food diets, right? But what about our media diet?
Yeah, what are you feeding your brain? Exactly. That endless doom scrolling, those outrageous content farms, the constant negative news alerts pinging away.
Ugh, yeah. The outrage farms are relentless.
For leaders, why is curating what you consume just so critical?
Because what you feed your mind directly impacts your neurochemistry, your energy levels, and that directly impacts how you lead.
Okay, so there's a direct biological link.
Absolutely. Your brain processes whatever you give it. Feed it constant alarm bells or reactive stuff, and it primes you for anxiety, for defensiveness.
Makes sense. You feel on edge.
Right. And look, this isn't about sticking your head in the sand, ignoring reality.
No, you can't do that.
No. But it is about consciously choosing where you put your limited attention. Think about decision fatigue.
Okay, yeah, that's a real thing.
It is. And a constant barrage of low-value, high-stress info. It just drains the cognitive resources you desperately need for strategic thinking.
So you're literally using up your decision-making power on noise.
Exactly. So the advice is clear. Find and subscribe to sources that actually help you think, not just react.
Think, not just react. I like that.
Your curated info feed. It's as vital to your mental capital as your business plan is to your financial capital. Seriously.
That's a powerful comparison. Mental inputs, leadership output. And when you manage those inputs better, it lets you lead with vision, not with vibes.
Yes. This is crucial.
In uncertain times, people don't necessarily need you to be like the cheer captain.
Right. Forced cheerfulness can feel jarring.
They need something much more fundamental. Clarity. The source says clarity is the antidote to chaos. So what does that actually mean for a leader? How do you provide that direction when things feel shaky?
When things are unstable, Your most vital job is to bring everyone back to first principles.
Okay, like the basics.
The absolute core questions. What are we actually building here? Why does it even matter? Who are we serving? And where are we going next?
Regrounding everyone.
Exactly. In organizational psychology, we know people crave predictability, especially when things feel ambiguous. Your vision acts like a cognitive anchor for your team.
An anchor. Yeah, I can see that.
It reduces anxiety, boosts psychological safety, and all the research, like Gallup's work, shows that leads directly to higher engagement, better productivity.
So it's practical, not just philosophical.
Totally practical.
Right.
And optimism, in this context, isn't about pretending everything's rosy.
Right.
It's about genuinely believing it's still worth building what you're building and then showing up consistently. Like that belief matters.
Showing up like it matters.
Yeah. Remember, people follow a leader because they know where you're taking them, not just because you seem happy today.
That's a really profound point. Purpose over perkiness.
Oh.
Now, this next one, it might seem a bit surprising, but it feels so human. Find the funny seriously.
Ah, yes. Humor as strategy.
Right. The idea that laughter isn't just, letting off steam, but a genuine survival skill.
It absolutely is.
I love the anecdote in the source about teams getting through chaos because someone just cracked a killer one-liner at the right moment.
Or the rogue goat. You gotta love unexpected absurdity.
Exactly. So why is humor described as a rebel move?
Because in an often overly serious, high-stakes world, finding the humor is countercultural. It's deeply human.
And there's science behind it.
Oh, yeah. Neuroscientifically, laughter releases endorphins, oxytocin. It literally builds social bonds and dials down stress hormones like cortisol.
So it's not just a nice to have.
No, it's a physiological hack for resilience. For team cohesion, you don't need to be a stand-up comic CEO.
Probably best not to try.
Right.
Yeah.
But just being able to laugh at your own minor slip-ups, finding a bit of lightness even when things are tough, that's a huge advantage.
How might you use that practically?
Well, imagine starting your next all hands. Maybe not with doom and gloom, but with a quick, lighthearted story about some recent minor mishap.
Humanizes you, right?
Totally. It signals, hey, it's okay to be imperfect here. We can still find joy, even when things are challenging. Like that meme roast idea for all hands meetings.
I love the meme roast idea. That could definitely shift the energy. And speaking of shifting energy and building something positive, let's talk about invest in small wins and micro momentum.
Yes. This is so powerful.
Because when you're facing huge problems like a down market or a big restructure, it feels overwhelming.
It's completely daunting.
But this concept is about focusing on tiny, meaningful progress, the stuff that adds up. How does that actually build positivity for a leader?
Well, positivity, real positivity, it feeds on tangible progress.
Yeah.
You feel better when you see things moving forward.
Even small things.
Especially small things.
Yeah.
Look, you're not going to fix, say, systemic industry issues overnight. But you can ship one feature this week.
Okay, achievable.
Or solve one annoying friction point in your customer onboarding.
Yeah.
Win back one client who left.
Those feel doable.
Right. Or publicly praise one employee who's been quietly amazing. Or clear out one weird bottleneck in your internal process flow.
Micro wins.
Exactly. And these micro wins matter psychologically. Achieving even small goals triggers dopamine. That reinforces the action, motivates you to keep going. It's the progress principle.
Ah, the progress principle.
Yeah. These little wins build belief. They remind everyone, including you, that progress is actually happening, even if the big picture news is negative.
So it combats that feeling of helplessness.
Precisely. And that momentum board hack mentioned in the source.
Yeah, tell me about that.
Just having a shared space, digital or physical, where you track these small collective wins each week, it makes the progress visible. It compounds.
Visible progress. I like that. It creates evidence. And speaking of who you share progress with, who you surround yourself with is huge. Hang with builders, not bummers.
Oh, this one resonates. Your network matters.
The source says it shapes your net worth and your mental health. So what kind of people should leaders actively try to keep close?
You need the energy of the builders. Those people who are actively creating cool stuff, taking smart risks, owning their failures when they happen.
But still showing up.
Yes, still showing up with that constructive mindset. That energy is fuel. It's a powerful antidote to that everything is awful, let's just give up vibe.
The bummer vibe. We all know it.
We do. And it drains you. We know from social psychology that emotions are contagious. right? But good and bad.
So being around too much negativity literally drags you down.
It's a drain on your cognitive and emotional resources.
Yeah.
It's not just unpleasant, it's counterproductive. So the advice is blunt. If you find yourself constantly in those draining rooms,
Politely excuse yourself.
politely excuse yourself and, yeah, sprint the other way. Find the builders.
And the founder circle idea.
Yeah, that's highlighted as a great strategy. Creating a space, no pitching, no posturing, just real, honest talk with peers who are also in the trenches building things.
Shared challenges, shared solutions.
Exactly. It's about accessing that vital, positive energy and finding practical support.
That makes so much sense. Cultivate those energizing connections. And to keep your own energy up, you also need to give yourself something to look forward to.
The optimism anchor. Love this concept.
Yeah. What does this anchor actually look like, and why is it particularly vital for leaders?
So an optimism anchor is basically a future positive event that you deliberately put on your calendar. You make it concrete.
Like what? What kind of things?
Oh, it could be anything meaningful. A big product launch down the road.
Okay.
An off-site retreat focused on connection and strategy with your leadership team.
Okay.
Or maybe unveiling a fun rebrand. Turning a great customer story into a really compelling case study. Even a personal milestone, or just a proper vacation you plan out.
Something tangible on the horizon.
Yes. The key is make it real. Plant it on the calendar. Talk about it with your team. Plan for it. Let it become that sort of North Star when the day-to-day feels gray or tough.
And the psychology behind that.
Well, having clear, positive future events activates your brain's reward system. It enhances what psychologists call prospective memory. Focusing on future gratification helps you push through present discomfort. It boosts motivation and resilience.
A North Star for navigating the gray patches. I like that. And thinking about managing your resources is key. Which brings us to, you can't out-hustle a bad vibe.
Such a great line. And so true.
The source really hammers this. Prioritize energy over time. Why is protecting your energy so uniquely critical for leaders, especially for making good decisions?
It's stark but simple.
Yeah.
If your energy is shot, your decisions will be too. It's not just about feeling tired.
Goes deeper than that.
Yeah. Cognitive psychology research clearly shows decision fatigue seriously impairs your executive function. Your ability to weigh options, think long-term, resist impulse,
Yeah.
it all degrades.
So you start making worse choices.
You start basically settling for good enough instead of finding the truly optimal path. Burnout isn't just an inconvenience for you.
It's expensive.
It's incredibly expensive. It drains your most valuable leadership asset, your judgment, your capacity.
So how do you protect that energy practically?
The source gives good, concrete advice. Don't stack meetings back-to-back constantly. Take real breaks, and scrolling your phone isn't a real break.
Guilty. Okay, real breaks.
Design your workday as much as possible around your peak creative hours. Build buffer time into your week. Don't schedule every single minute.
Be strategic with your personal energy.
Yes. Just like you're strategic with the company's money, future you and your whole team will thank you for it.
That's a critical investment. And this next point feels like it ties everything together. Make your mission bigger than the noise.
Yeah. This is about the why.
The source lays down a challenge, calls it a brutal reality. If your company's purpose can't survive one rough news cycle.
It's probably too small.
Yeah.
Oof. That hits home, right?
It does. So what's the core idea here? Why does the mission need to be bigger?
Because true, lasting positivity, the kind that fuels resilience, has to be tethered to meaning. Something deeper than just quarterly targets.
Okay.
It's about constantly reconnecting to your fundamental mission, asking yourself and your team, why does what we do really matter beyond the profit?
The impact question.
Exactly. Who do we genuinely serve? What positive change happens because we show up? Why is that worth enduring the market swings, the long hours, the rejection, the tough pivots?
Getting back to that core purpose.
Yes. Think Simon Sinek's start with why. It's not just a catchy phrase. It taps into the power of intrinsic motivation, purpose. That's way more resilient than just chasing external rewards or reacting to market shifts.
So connect to the why often, especially when it's hard.
And double down on it then. The world doesn't need more noise, more reactive panic. It needs leaders building with real purpose, not just fear.
Purpose, not panic. That's powerful. And it leads us beautifully into the final point, maybe the most profound one. A secret the best founders seem to get. Practice courage over confidence.
Yes. This distinction is so important.
Confidence versus courage. How are they different in this context?
Well, think of it like this. Confidence is often a state. It feels good, but it can fluctuate, right?
Yep.
It comes and goes based on wins, losses, how you feel that day.
Okay, it's a variable.
Courage, on the other hand, is a choice. It's an action.
A choice you make regardless of how you feel.
Precisely. Being positive, continuing to build, especially when the world feels negative or uncertain, it isn't about always feeling confident or good.
It's not about the feeling.
No, it's about showing up anyway. It's about saying, through your actions, day after day, we're here, we're building.
Yeah.
And we believe in what we're doing.
Even when you have doubts.
Even then.
Yeah.
It's that deliberate act of will, choosing to move forward despite the fear or the uncertainty. That's courage.
Wow. Okay, so wrapping up this deep dive, the core message really lands. Authentic optimism for leaders. It's definitely not about faking cheerfulness.
Not at all. No performance needed.
It's more about purposeful action, right? Having that clear vision and really strategically managing your own energy.
That sums it up perfectly. It's disciplined, it's intentional.
Because negativity is loud.
It really is.
Yeah.
It grabs the headlines, grabs attention. But optimism, especially the kind that's rooted in action and purpose, it's ultimately louder. It has more staying power.
More impact in the long run.
Definitely.
So the final thought for you listening, go forth. Be that maybe unreasonable one who still believes, who still chooses courage.
Yeah. Lean into that.
What could you reframe in your own work, your own life? What small win could you hunt down and celebrate? What deeper purpose could you reconnect with even right now amidst all the chaos?
It's a powerful question to sit with.
Definitely something worth exploring.